Ravan. Ro means to cry. So Ravan, one who always cries. And not only he cries, but he makes others cry also. See, Mother Earth cried, and she cried of grief to see her children suffering. Shri Ram, Lakshman, Bharat, Shatrugna, spending quality time among themselves after receiving proper training, education in all its limbs. They are in Ayodhya, socializing among the other children, other villagers, friends, kits and kins. After that Brahma Yajna, he will gather whatever fruits and so, and he will feed the birds. That's Bhuta Yajna. Then if anyone will come uninvited, he will offer them whatever drink or eat. This is an ashram. And the fourth Yajna, he will do Deva Yajna, Agnihotra. As you see, the fire is lit. And whilst Mahamuni Vishwamitra chanting the Mahamantra, Om Bhurat Bhuvah Swaha Tat Saviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yo Naha Prachodayat. The smoke will rise. Ravana now sent out his disciples. Look, there's a smoke in the forest. Some rishi may be doing some worship, giving prayer, worship to the devas. Go. And so now Lanka takes the spotlight. The city of Lanka, the city of unrighteousness. The servant of Ravana now making their way to the forest to disturb the yajna of Mahamuni Vishwamitra. As they're making the way with evil intention, Mahamuni continues his divine worship to Almighty God with great rapt attention, love for God, and firm faith in Bhagavan. Continually making his offerings. On reaching there, they began to throw flesh, blood upon the Agni. They began to desecrate the yajna of Mahamuni Vishwamitra. Wherever they will see the holy ones practicing, they will desecrate them and instill fear, intimidate all of those great holy ones there. Total disrespect. And this is what we call adharma. That Ravan highlighted in his life, bringing pain to everyone, distraction. After disturbing his yajna, fully satisfied, they returned to Lanka. Mahamuni Vishwamitra began to think, Man vichar jo kare, Mani vichar jo kare, what can I do now? He began to think. Hari Vyapak Sarvata Samana, that Almighty God is all pervading, that Bhagavan have promised to protect us. Therefore, let me go and seek refuge. Bhagavan Shri Ram Charana Sharanagat. So Mahamuni Vishwamitra now decided to leave the ashram on his way to Ayodhya devotees to seek refuge at the feet of Shri Ram by asking Radha Dashratha for the protection of his yajna. His two sons will be able to protect his yajna, Ram and Lakshmana. Mahamuni Vishwamitra is making his way now from the ashram to the Ayodhya. Vishwamitra Muni, on arriving there, Radha Dashrath sent out his messengers to welcome him. The messengers sent by Radha Dashrath, they bow to Mahamuni Vishwamitra's feet and welcome him to the kingdom of Radha Dashratha, in the presence of Radha Dashratha. taking him to his seat, to his own throne, placing that Mahamuni on his own throne. Listen, this is what we call righteous principles. The practice of dharma here has been shown. Our guests should be honored like Bhagavan. It is called Atithi Deva Bhava. I rever my uninvited guest like a god. The great king Radhadashat knew by honoring these Brahmanas, these holy ones, seeking refuge at their feet, serving, giving service to them, making the soul of Mahamuni very pleased and happy as an uninvited guests, and then overwhelmed with joy. Ask whatever you want, ask whatever you want, I will give it to you. No one is blessed as I am today to have darshan of yours. Rather, Dasharatha, make a statement, ask for anything you want and I will give it to you. Mahamuni heard that and he said, Hey Raja, I have come to ask the two sons to protect my yajna. These Marich and Subahu, Taraka, and the host of demons will come on a regular basis and disturb. Prabhu, hey Raja, please send your 2 little boys to protect my yajna. Ashrat heard. Give me your boys. Radha Dasharat's face become pale. And he asked, Prabhu, you did not think? Ask for anything else. Rama and Lakshman is like the two eyeballs without whom I cannot live. And so, ask for land, ask for my army, I will give it to you. Ask for gold, ask for anything, I will give it to you, not my Rama. Mera Ram, mera Pran. Dasharatha called upon Ramchandra, Lakshman, and asked them, my beloved sons, you have been asked for the protection of the yajna of Mahamuni. Before leaving, go and get the blessing of the mother, the queen of India. Bowing to the feet of Ramleela, Lakshman, teaching us how sons, how children to live with their parents, always obedient, submissive, and humble. We see the blessing of the mother's duties, having bowed the head. Now the lecture now is in the company now of the father who is leading them girl to the first stone. Bol program, King Janak, King Janak. So positive energies is around the atmosphere. Taraka was attracted by the positive energy of the Lord of the universe, the divine incarnation of all that is righteous. And so Taraka devotees making a way to bring an end to Sri Ram, darting forward to the Lord after seeing him with bow and arrow devotees. Sri Ram, behold, Sri Ram beheld Taraka and realizing that this demoness need to be redeemed of a curse. Sri Ram felt sorry, he felt merciful. That Lord who is Daya Dharam Ka Mool, the root of all righteousness, decided to liberate her soul by placing this powerful shaft, devotees. And with a steady aim, that beloved Sri Ramachandra, the Lord of the universe who have taken incarnation to release Mother Earth from her burden and to bring an end to the evils of society and to re-establish peace, love and harmony in the hearts of devotees. Therefore become a devotee to receive the blessing of Sri Ram. Sri Ram with a steady aim, devotees, towards the body of Taraka. बोले प्रभु रामचंद्र भगवान की जय. Dropping her to the ground, Taraka redeemed her natural form and assumed the heavens. The heavenly form and entered the heavens. As Shri Ram returned to the company of Lakshman and Mahamuni Vishwamitra, as it proceeds further and further devotees, closer to the ashram of Mahamuni, on arriving there devotees, it is in the evening time. Arriving at the ashram, Mahamuni Vishwamitra welcomed both the brothers. Very happy indeed. Ashram. All the holy ones and the families who lived there in the forest. From the very moment Shri Ram arrived in the Mahamuni ashrama, that very moment Lanka began to get bad sign and said to them, my beloved devotees, have no fear. Have no fear. I am here to champion your cause. It was in the evening time where they all rest very well. They come early in the morning now. Shri Ram had asked, please go and perform your worship now. They all went back to their respective places and they performed, set up their worship. Yajna is receiving the gifts of God through nature. I'll repeat. Yajna is receiving the gifts of God through nature, receiving it, enjoying it, and returning a portion to God through nature, through the element. Everything is born from the elements. And through the element of fire, Agni Devata, they take little of all that they earn, the edibles, and they'll take and they'll offer, inviting the Lord presiding over the fire to come and receive their offerings, showing gratitude to God through nature. They are making offering of themselves through what they eat and enjoy, come from nature to God, from God through nature. At this time, Marish with his army, Subahu with his army, both these individuals have taken their army to come now to bring desecration to the yajna, to the worship, to showing gratitude to Almighty God. Here the army of Ravana, which represents negative energies, kulachan ways, bad ways, unacceptable ways. They are coming to cause desecration or disturbance to the yajna and disturb there the rishis. On seeing the host of demons, all the rishis was filled with fear and the scamper. And this is what the world is made up of. Positive energies and negative energies that is indwelling in all of us. That's why the mantra, Ya Devi Sarvabhuteshu Shakti Rupena Sansita, O Mother, O Shakti, you reside in every form, in the form of Shakti energy, in the form of these divine qualities. We bow to thee again. Realizing that the force had come, Shri Ram and Lakshman now decided now to take the enemy's first-hand devotees. And here now, Bhagavan Ramachandra and Lakshman devotees is in battle with his foes of Dharma, his enemies of Dharma. Shri Rama is taking the enemy, the army of Madich, while Lakshman take the army of Subahu. And there we are now witnessing the battle between Bhagavan Rama and Lakshman, battling with the army of Madich. जब पाप की घतरी शीश धरा फिर शीश पकड़ क्या रोवत है. When the evil-minded weighed down himself with evil, with pain in his head, sins in his head, that will only result in death, in cry, in sorrow. And here Bhagwan Rama, destroying the army of Maricha, decided now to place a blunt arrow, a headless arrow upon his powerful devotees, and with a steady aim to Maricha. Till then, Lakshman had destroyed Subahu and his entire army. So the entire army of Subahu was destroyed by the powerful shafts of Lakshmanji, the brother of Sri Ram. While Sri Ram placed his headless arrow in his powerful shaft, his powerful bow, and was about to bring an end to that Maricha, the Mamu of Ravana. Jai Radhe, Jai Sri Ram, Jai Lakshmana. Marich fell, received a blunt arrow, he fell 800 miles across to Lanka, unconscious. This was a warning shot, a warning arrow to Marich. While Subahu was destroyed, it was now in the evening time. The entire army was destroyed. In Lanka, Ravana decides at that time, even though he realizes his soldiers have been destroyed with the entire army, seeing Marish wounded by the blunt arrow of Sri Ram, yet Ravana, to show how the principle of Ravana, he does not care about the pain and suffering of others, he went on his way. Listen. 108 years today, this younger generation, if you look in the ground, they are small children, maybe 5 and 6 years old, upwards to the older ones. We must congratulate these young children for holding this from strength to strength, to keep on maintaining and reminding themselves and ourselves about the principles of life. Here, devotees, the evening time now, Ravana leaders sit in the comfortable zone. Warriors have been killed. Devotees. Ravana decided, a man who don't care about anyone feeling. And let me tell you a little secret here. Don't look at Ravana as an evil king, as he may appear to be. Ravana had a shrap. Ravana had a curse for 3 generations that he have to live like this. Even though he will know the right thing, he helpless is bent into the wrong thing. And that is happening to all of us. Sometimes we know it is wrong, but we are helpless to bend towards it wrong. That is when you have a shrap. To leave Lanka and visit his flower garden in his city, Tasa. You know, all cities have the nice orchard, the garden, a nice ambience where you can go and spend time in peace with nature. Ravana now decides, paying no heed to destruction of his army, Ravana is going to his flower garden. In this flower garden, there was a great devotee by the name of Vedavati, sitting in meditation. In that garden, Ravana was going to, there was this devoted woman, Vedavati, one who knows the Vedas, one who is the embodiment of knowledge, sitting in meditation. Of course, she was very much captivating. Her beauty was captivating. Her beauty can disturb the mind of anyone. So much beautiful she was, but her mind was more beautiful because of the shrap he had. He is demonstrating that when you realize that you are under a shrap or a curse, you must be mindful. Ravana, proceeding, he saw this temptation. Cleverly रावण ने कहा, हे देवी, बहुत सुंदर है, आप सुंदरी हो। हे देवी, you are so beautiful. Will you marry me? I am the king of Lanka. And of course, Ravana is married. He has his wife Mandodari. His bad ways. He proposes to her marriage. I'll make you the queen of Lanka. All luxuries, all the great opulences of life I possess, and you be my queen. Oh, beautiful one, would you marry me? In turn, she refused him. I am a devotee of Bhagavan Vishnu. My mind is not in the world. I am not attached to worldly pleasure. I am attached to the Lord's feet. In turn now, having said that to Ravan began to mock her. Again here Ravan highlighting Kulachan habits, mocking her devotion to Vishnu. Bhagavan Vishnu, what he have? I have a kingdom, I have riches, I have wealth. Why don't you marry me instead of Vishnu Bhagavan? And saying that, Ravan tried to grab her hair. And as Ravan held to her, she forthwith cut off her hair and told him she would enter the fire before his eyes, adding that, since I have been insulted the forest by you, I shall be born again for your destruction. And suddenly, having said a shrap to Ravana, she entered the fire, and the celestial flowers fell to the ground. As she entered the fire, his celestial flowers, the flowers of the heavens, fell to the ground. Ravan, having experienced this disappointment, very strange indeed, Tasa, Ravan, with a depressed mind, he returned to Lanka. He returned to Lanka unaware of this curse, unaware of this shrap he had just received. Again showing you the teachings and the principle, the qualities of one who had the shrap, one whose mind is derailed from God. As a reminder again, round and about the battle between Ravan quickly returning to his kingdom and returning their devotees. Ravan will summon all his soldiers. Oh, my beloved soldiers, go. These rishis and munis have been living in the outskirts of Lanka, living here freely, eating and drinking everything without returning a tax, without returning anything. Therefore, I ask of you, go and remind them, tell them that I, Ravana, the king of Lanka, is now requesting a tax from them, obeying the commands of Ravana. And I want you to also take note that good leaders have the fellowship and evil leaders have the fellowship. That's a constant battle. In life, some humans live the life enjoying all the gifts of God with the mind on only turning back to the ashrams into the holy city of the holy ones to receive tax. What will happen? We shall see. Remember these sages, they are all renunciant, they have already detached themselves from material achievement and wealth. They have nothing to give. They are living daily lives of peace, love and harmony. Whatever little they get on ask from nature, they will eat and drink and be very contented. And demand taxes from these poor people who lived without any wealth. That's the world today. The rich live off of the poor. And that is what our country is becoming now. The poor get poorer and the rich get richer. Daily this is the occurrence, not only here in Trinidad and Tobago in the Caribbean, it is occurrence in the entire world. We must be mindful of this and keep our minds upon Almighty God. Ramleela should remind us that God is in charge. Have faith in God. Go through the trials and tribulation, and at the end, you'll end up with victory. As we are witnessing now, these soldiers of Ravana are demanding tax. All the holy ones quickly gather themselves. Jaha sumati taha sampati nana, taha kumati vaha bipati nidhana. Wherever the mind has no unity, there will be unhappiness. And wherever the mind unites together, here now the holy rishis, they're uniting the mind together and they decided we have nothing to give materially. Therefore, let us draw blood from our bodies and fill this jar and give it to the servant of Ravana. Drawing blood from the bodies, they fill the jar and they call one of the soldiers of Ravana's kingdom, and they said to him, O Ravan Duta, take this jar of blood to your king Ravana and tell him that wherever this jar will be open, his kingdom will be destroyed. Take this and take it to King Ravana. This is the shrap that was given in the form of the blood drawn from the rishis' bodies. The servants now took the jar of blood and quickly they are returning now to the master. His kingdom will be destroyed, his family will be destroyed. Making the way quickly. O Lankapati, the rishis have given this in the form of the tax. And they said that wherever this is opened, your kingdom will be destroyed. Having heard that, Ravana quickly remembered in his mind of his what we call offend. He was offended by King Janak. He was embarrassed by the King Janaka, and he held malice of King Janaka. Quickly, see how evil mind remembers? Remember all the negative things, all the degrading things that can bring continuously degrading to them, be continuously degrading to them. Take this jar of blood. It's now evening time. Go and bury this in the kingdom of Raja Janaka. Janakpur. Raja Janak was a great righteous king. A king who lived unconscious of his own body. He lived in that great spirit. He lives with that divine energy within himself. He is not a materialistic-minded king. Even though he's a king and he enjoys full kingdom, all the kingly qualities, all the material opulences and the material wealth in life, this doesn't bother that mind of Raja Janaka. It was late in the evening, the night time. These Nisachar, these demons, making their way to Mithila for devotees, locating a sacred spot where no one is looking. They will bury that jar of blood and return quickly with great fear and heaviness in their mind. Bury that jar of blood, they will now return to Lanka. The moment that jar of blood was buried in Mithilapur, in King Janaka's kingdom, it was the desire of that Almighty God who is omnipresent, Lord Vishnu Bhagavan who is omnipresent, who knows, who is in master control, and decided to allow a little hardship to occur in Janaka's kingdom. Let there be famine. Out of every situation, there must be peace and happiness. To remove the suffering from his people, so he decided to perform this Hal Yajna. And he there went and created a golden plow. Why a golden plow? Gold does not change, because his mind is attached and worshipping that unchanging reality. Bhagavan Vishnu. The word Vishnu doesn't mean the personal form. It means the power that permeates the universe. As Bhagavan Shankara keep on traversing the world, watching this divine Leela of Bhagavan Prabhu Rama, Har Har Shambho Mahadeva, as he sits in Kailash, narrating his divine Katha to Mother Parvati. Lord Shiva keep on watching the divine Leela of Bhagavan. Raja Janak devotees, concluding with love in his heart for the welfare of his subjects of Janakpur, Raja Janak devotees began to plow that tough soil. Sustained by these five elements. With his self-realized soul, he realized that he is not a body. This body is only a temporary existence. It will only be for a short time. And whilst he has access to the human body, he is using the body for the welfare of others. दूसरों का दुख दूर करने वाले तेरा दुख दूर करेंगे राम, तेरा दुख दूर करेंगे राम. Those who live for the welfare of others, who sacrifice for the welfare of others, the Lord Rama, Bhagavan Prabhu Rama, will take care of those needs. This is a personification of through devotion and self-realization. Raja Janak continues plowing the soil, which is very tough, very difficult. Your mind must be like the gold, ever pure, unchanging. This is why the gold represents the pure mind. Raja Janak was like a pure mind. When your mind is ever pure, then from a pure mind will come peace. Sita represents peace. If your mind is not golden or pure, there will be no peace in your life. This is what Janaka represents. This is what this part of the Ramleela represents in our daily life, in our personal life. Everybody wants peace. Peace you don't buy, peace you work for peace, you earn peace. And this year is demonstrating in a very dramatical way how to get peace. Self-sacrifice. The mind must be like gold, unchanging, ever pure, and peace will come to you. As we will see tonight, what will happen? Raja Janak continues plowing devotees. Unknowingly, as he moved on in tilling the soil, he was approaching the very same spot where a jar of blood was opened, was buried. Unknowingly, devotees, Raja Janak now is approaching. Bole Prabhu Ramachandra Bhagavan ki jai, Adi Shakti Jagannath Mata ki jai, Har Har Mahadev. That golden plow happened to hook that jar of blood and open that jar of blood. Suddenly, devotees, a cry of a baby began uttering from that spot. The child began to cry. Something miraculous happened. With that, devotees, the four angels as part of that child disappeared, and they appeared to be a girl. Suddenly, Mata Sunaina Rani approaching, realizing the little baby has appeared from the jar of blood from this particular spot. Sunaina Rani, who her child was crying. That child has taken birth from the Sheetal. Sheetal given a cold cloud. It is ever pure. Having heard that news of the appearance of a little child from Dharti Mata, Narada, the celestial sage, the son of Brahma, Narayan, Narayan, Tasa, Narayan, Narayan. Narayan, Narayan, Narayan leaving the celestial region and making his way to earth. Narayan, Narayan, Narada approaching the scene when the child took appearance. All the people of Uttarapur was filled with joy. They began to Ravana. Narada said, "Oh, this beautiful child, because you have taken birth from the plow, that golden edge of the plow, which is Sheetal, very cool, she name will be Sita, which represents peace." And so Narada immediately looked at the features of the child, the physiology of the child, and said, "O Raja, hey Rani Sunaina, this child will hold hand of the Lord of the universe in marriage. This child husband will be of great renown. This child will be very fortunate, so Bhagavati." And so, having blessed that child, Narada continued his journey throughout the region, chanting the sacred name, Narayana Narayana. There in Mithilapur devotees, as Mother Sita have taken avatar, Bole Adi Shakti Durga Mata ki jai, Devi Adi Shakti Sita Mata ki jai. Mother Sita devotees, she now taken to the kingdom of Raja Janak where everyone now was happy to see this divine child taking birth from Mother Earth, the